Tourism is vital to the economy of North Carolina. This is one thing everyone can agree on, but it can also raise some questions. What does people visiting North Carolina mean for our town and our economy? How does the town generate revenue to attract tourism? Do the residents pay for all of this? The answer lies in what's known as an occupancy tax. An occupancy tax is pretty straightforward. Hotel guests pay a small additional amount as a percentage of their lodging rate, and that tax is then paid by the hotel owner to its local government each month. In North Carolina, there's a 6% cap on the amount of occupancy taxes that can be levied. This means that any city tax rate, when combined with the county rate, cannot exceed 6%. In keeping with this rule, the governing boards in Chapel Hill, Carrboro, and Hillsborough all levy a 3% tax on accommodations, while Orange County levies the remaining 3%. In Orange County, a total of $1.9 million was generated in occupancy taxes at the end of the 2019 fiscal year. Here's how. Each town's governing board has different rules they follow and ways they spend their occupancy tax revenue. Let's break it down. First, the Orange County Board of Commissioners. Their first step is to decide how they want to use the tax revenues, since at least 10% of the tax revenues must be used for funding visitor information. So what do they do with it? A lot. Next time you see a county commissioner, thank them for the work that they do. Orange County decided early on to employ a Visitors Bureau staff and a walk-in visitor center to support advertising and marketing campaigns for our 3 towns and help provide the tools necessary to grow tourism. What came of that decision was a visitor center located in Chapel Hill. It operates with an annual $1.7 million budget, and last year tourism generated $208 million just in Orange County. Next, the Chapel Hill Town Council. Their statute states that the council use at least 10% of tax revenues for visitor information services. So what does Chapel Hill do? Last year, they allocated 25%, or $280,000, to the Visitors Bureau for tourism. The town council works with community groups to build programming and infrastructure that attract tourists. Carrboro and Hillsborough statutes were developed in recent years and come with stricter guidelines. The Carrboro Board of Aldermen, in keeping with their statutes, designates a tourism development authority, or an advisory board dedicated to promoting Carrboro. In addition, at least 2/3 of their occupancy taxes must be used to promote travel and tourism, while the remainder may be used for tourism-related expenditures. Carrboro collects approximately $150,000 annually, and with it funds special events, banners, street signs, as well as event advertising and merchant promotions. In addition to this, dollars are used to maintain the parking lot in the Main Street facility next to the Hampton Hotel. Similarly, the Hillsborough Board of Commissioners also appoints a tourism development authority, and 2/3 of their annual taxes are used to promote travel and tourism. Hillsborough's tourism dollars support events, merchant promotions, and funds an economic development officer who oversees tourism. When a person visits Orange County, the revenue they produce goes far beyond an occupancy tax. Guests in commercial lodging also pay applicable sales taxes on the cost of their rooms. The other businesses where visitors spend money during their stays, restaurants, shops, and attractions such as concerts and sports events, pay out millions of dollars in sales taxes each year. In addition, the businesses supported by tourism pay millions in property taxes that would otherwise not be generated if they weren't supported by tourists. In these ways, the revenue impact of visitors upon local and state governments extends far beyond the occupancy tax paid by overnight guests. One visitor in Orange County means lots of revenue for everyone. Thanks to all the visitors, and thanks to Orange County and its towns for the continued support of our efforts to build tourism. And thank you for learning a little bit more about occupancy taxes and our county's economy.